Hello all, I'm Jamie Rodgers here for a Craftmania product focus on the YouTube channel Crafting with Jamie Rodgers and Craftmania. Today we're going to be having a little look at Cosmic Shimmer Fluffy Stuff. Now this stuff will really set your Christmas cards apart. It can make for really fun textures all year round. It's just an incredible magical product. If you haven't come across it, is a true game changer to your paper crafting and even home decor, Christmas decorations, bits like that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to continue on a card that I've already started off a little bit, so I can show you where we're heading and I can show you how we're going to use it. So with your fluffy stuff, it will come with a solid tip to it. You can just literally take the lid off and it is ready for you to go. We're then going to use it direct from the bottle and we're going to go in and we're going to trace a line along the base here. Now I've already done a bit of this because I don't have to heat all of it to show you, but we're just going to go across here, building it up. Now the more we apply, the more it's going to raise, the thicker it's going to go onto our project, the more snow we're going to have. So bear that in mind. If you want really big snow, add lots of it. If you want little bits of snow, add a small amount of it. Once you've applied the product, you will have to bring in a heat tool. You will need some form of heat gun. I'm using our Woodware one, which of course is available on the Craftmania website. This one is good because it has two different heat settings. So whether you're doing embossing or you're using it with fluffy stuff or anything similar to that, you can pick what level of temperature you wish the gun to be working on. I'm going to put it onto the hottest setting and I'll stay quiet so you don't try and listen to me over the top of the gun while we do a little bit of heating. So as you can see, we can go in and when we apply our heat, this will puff up and become a really cool snow texture. Now the bit that was already done earlier is now nice and dry and I can show you that it is actually quite firm to touch. It's a bit spongy, but it's still quite firm and will stay there in place. Now other techniques we can do, which is why I've left a little bit of this exposed to show you, is we can bring in things like glitters or embossing powders and add them to it while it's still wet. So I'm going to use some Diamond Frost. This is the Sparkle Star one, and I'm going to tap this over the top of my fluffy stuff at this end. I'm going to again tap off that bit there. We'll come back to popping that into our pot a little later on. We're then going to once again heat. And as you can see, what that will do is it will encapsulate the glitter and keep it so that it's nice and stuck to our fluffy stuff, and it will now give us a glittery version of our snow. Now, as I mentioned, you can do the same with embossing powders as well. So if you wanted to use some of the snow cap ones, or maybe like silver fish, which is slightly silvery reflective holographic glitter, things like that can be really fun to add different versions and different effects to them. There are other ways in which we can use the fluffy stuff as well, and I thought it would be nice to show you that too. I'm just going to grab myself a tile to work on for this, and I've already gone ahead and I've die cut a Christmas tree. Now this is a Sue Wilson die cut. You're going to find this one on the website as well. We're going to I've cut this out of bright white card. We're going to take our fluffy stuff, we're going to pop a small amount out onto a tile, and we're going to bring in a stipple brush. So obviously when we used it direct from the bottle, we had quite a high density to it, quite a thickness to it. If we bring it on with a stipple brush, we can literally just stipple it across the top of our tree. This could of course be snowy mountains, or we could use a small paintbrush to just apply small areas of it. The choice really is yours. You can build this up so we don't have to do it and leave it in one height. We can add more to it once it's dry if we wish to, but we're just going to stipple over the top till our tree is nicely covered. We're then going to bring back our heat. And this time we can see we have more of the effect of laid snow, or snow that's sort of fallen on the ground. I'm trying to think of the expression. It's gone right out of my head. Like settled snow as such. So if you wish to do scenes of this could look really lovely. Or if like the tree, you just wish to have a more softer feel to it, you could cut your tree out of green and then add this over the top to give you an idea. Here in my little box that I've got on the side here, I've cut some little snowy mounds out, and I've done exactly what I've just shown you going across them, just built it up slightly thicker so I have slightly more density to my snow. I've then used my lovely fluffy stuff on the tops of my wording as well, so it looks like the snow's actually landed and settled in on tops of the words like it would on rooftops. You can of course do the same direct from the bottle onto your trees if you prefer. So like on this one, I've actually gone directly onto the trees with the fluffy stuff. I've also used it to go around my oval to fill in the gap or the join between the die cut of the outer oval and the die cut of the inner oval to hide that join line and to complete my sort of reef design that I've got going on here. So again, lots of ways you can play around with that. And then here I've got a tree that I've actually completed, and I've hooked this up a little bit. Actually, I will show you. So you can see this is over green cardstock, and yet we've still got that really lovely snow coming through to give you an idea of how you can layer them and play around with them. So fluffy stuff really is a bit of a game changer. There are other techniques you can do with it as well. You can even try and add colour to it. You just have to be careful with what mediums you do add into the product on your project, because sometimes it will affect how it rises and if it will puff up. But play around and experiment and see how you get on. But I think it's a really fun product that if you haven't got one of these in your stash already, you might wish to add one in. Of course, you can purchase this on our Craftmania website, in our Craftmania Essentials stores, and you can also order it via our phone lines as well. The phone line number is 01493 843 666. With all orders with us at Craftmania, if you live within the UK and you spend over £5, your P&P is completely free. If you'd like us to send this internationally to you, that's no problem. Your P&P is capped at just £10 and can actually be cheaper than that depending on how cheap we can get your P&P for you. But if you check out the About Us section on the website, it'll explain how all our international shipping works. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll see lots more product focuses. We also have construction videos, we also have background videos, a whole host of other things to help inspire you. Our YouTube channel is of course Crafting with Jamie Rodgers and Craftmania. And if you do head on and buy the product and play around with it, we would love to see what you create. And you can join us on our exclusive Facebook group, which is Create with Craftmania and Jamie Rodgers, to share your creations. Thank you so much for watching today's product focus. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.